As a user of Maptitude, you may have maps that you would like to share with others in your organization who do not have a desktop version of Maptitude. With Maptitude Online subscription, you can upload your desktop maps to Maptitude Online and make them accessible to anyone on your team. A Maptitude Online subscription is required for each team member. For example, here I have a map that contains the locations of all my customers, the locations of my stores, and travel time bands indicating the areas 0 to 10 and 10 to 20 minutes from a store. I have also created a report that contains the map and demographics for the travel time bands, including the number of customers and total sales for each of the time bands. I want my sales team to have access to the results of this analysis by sharing the map and report with them in Maptitude Online. To upload a map, choose File, Share, Upload to Maptitude Online, enter your credentials, and click Login. First, enter a map name. Then choose the layers that you want to upload by checking boxes in the Upload column. I want to upload all 3 of these layers, so I will leave them all checked. If any reports exist for the layer, you can check boxes in the Reports column as well. I want to upload the drive time ring report, so I will leave that checked. For each layer that you choose to upload, you can choose what fields to include. For example, the customer layer will include the name, address, and sales data, but I don't need the geocoding precision field, so I will drop that field and click OK. Similarly, I do not need to include every demographic overlay field for the drive time rings, so I'm going to highlight these fields and drop them as well. Once you've chosen the layers, records, and fields you want to share, click Upload. Maptitude adds the map to your Maptitude Online dashboard. Here you can see cards with all of my maps, including the one I just uploaded. I can share the map with other Maptitude Online subscribers in my organization by choosing Share from this menu, and then either specifying a specific user here or by choosing a team name. So, for example, if I want to share with the sales team members, I can choose the sales team and click Share. Those sales team members can then log in with their subscriptions, and they will see the same map card in their map dashboard. Alternatively, I can share a map publicly with a unique URL by clicking Share here. To open a map, simply click on the card. There are many ways that subscribers can interact with a map. First, there are several ways to move around the map and change the scale. Use the plus and minus buttons to zoom in and out, or if you're using a mouse, you can use the scroll wheel, and if you're using a phone or tablet, you can pinch to zoom. Click and drag or tap and drag to pan the map to a new location. Click Search in the sidebar and enter an address, a city and state abbreviation, a postal code, or a state abbreviation, and then click Search to zoom to that specified location. The final way to move around a map is to click the Layers button in the sidebar and choose to see the map at a scale that shows all of the features in a layer. For example, I can expand the store item in the list and click here to see all of the stores. Or I can expand the customer item in the list and set the map scale to show all of the customers. It is possible to change the contents of a map. Use the checkboxes to turn off and on map layers. For example, I can hide and show the customers in the map by clicking here. I can also change the background layers. For example, I can hide or show the highways, or change the background to aerial imagery. And finally, you can click this button in the sidebar to add other layers to a map. You have the option to add data from a spreadsheet, or add other geographic boundaries, such as counties or zip codes. You can view information about features in the map. Using the pointer tool, click on the map to see information about the features where you click. For example, if I click on this customer here, the info pane shows the name, address, and sales data for that customer. I can also see information on the 10 to 20 minute drive time ring. For example, you can see that 1.3 million people live 10 to 20 minutes from a store, and 656 of my customers, who account for $807,000 in sales, are within that 10 to 20 minute time ring. You also have the option of opening a tabular view of data for a layer by choosing Layers in the sidebar, expanding a layer, and clicking the Data View button. Here are data for all of the customers in the map. To filter this data, click Filter by Query, or click the magnifying glass icon in a field. For example, I'll choose greater than or equal to, and enter 3,000 to see customers with at least $3,000 in sales. Click the field name to sort the field in increasing or decreasing order. Click this button to export the filter data to an Excel file. To return to the map, you can click Return to Map, double-click on one of the features in the data view to display the map centered on that feature, or click Save Filter to Set to remember the filtered features and show them all highlighted on the map. You can export an image of the map at any time by clicking Options in the sidebar and choosing Export Image. A JPEG file of the current map will be downloaded to your browser. Finally, any reports that were uploaded can be displayed by clicking Reports in the sidebar. Reports are shown as a PDF in a separate window and can be downloaded or printed. And that wraps up this introduction to Maptitude Online.